My name is Vanessa Barbe. I come from my mother's land in a seaside village on Newen country, and I'm here in my childhood home with my father, Tibor Barbe, a Madhya man from Hungary. Significant familial objects that constitute Barbe's nature display, a home museum created by Dad who practices taxidermy, surround us. While Dad is a subject, not an object, I consider him and his taxidermy practice the foundation of my visual arts education. At various times, certain objects from his museum have become significant to my practice and embody personal revelations. This process of becoming for an object likens them to a subject or person with cultural agency, an idea espoused by anthropologist Alfred Gell. Artists, priests or shamans, like the Madhya Tautosh, harness objects, transforming them into subjects with their own power. To demonstrate, I have chosen a revelatory or phenomenological subject, found by Dad on Casuarina Beach, Darwin, after Cyclone Tracy in 1974. The baby doll is encrusted with the coral in which she resides, becoming one with her shell house. She embodies teachings which she revealed to me at significant moments of my life. While some are too personal to share with you, at their foundation is my child self, bound by a familial saltwater home, who has found herself washed up on distant shores, yet retained her connection to home. Casuarina Beach itself became significant to me during my PhD when I became acculturated into an ancient Gunwingu jung, or dreaming. In the Gunwingu world, even Cyclone Tracy was acculturated, having been conjured by a famous Makijbu or Gunwingu clever man whose paintings embodied the key to my dissertation. This baby doll in her coral shell featured in my first major painting in Year 12 and later during my honours year where I discovered the questions I sought to answer in my PhD, partly through works produced when she became my subject. While the first painting in oil tries to represent a connection between environment and self as embodied by the subject-object, the second painting attempts to embody the material substance of the coral shell using pumice, which supersedes the figure who is subsumed into the ground. During my PhD, this idea was applied to Dad's taxidermy subjects to assert their status as once living subjects, whose bodies are considered inanimate objects after death and reanimated in taxidermy. I did this by allowing dead animals to decompose on canvas, so the image or shroud created constitutes the subject and problematizes the notion of representation as a process of objectification. I hope you have enjoyed this glimpse of my world, where objects become subjects with cultural agency.